Hello folks and welcome to another exciting episode of Gaming Ken. I'm Mark, one of the hosts. Then there's a main man, Jack. Say hello.
What up?
And as we're both rather lazy bastards, we'll both admit it quite happily.
Yep.
There's no specific new topic. Instead, we're both drooling over what was shown to us a few weeks prior to E3. So we thought we'd just have a little kind of chill episode and just talk about all our hopes and dreams of that event and how some of them were quashed and some were made. Jack, you're up first.
Well, it's really hard, because normally I would give myself a personal caveat of it's a game that I would be able to own now, so I would normally rule out a lot of the Xbox and Switch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, Nintendo games, the games that were shown, got me really excited, especially the two main ones being Octopath Traveler.
That does look good. I'll give you that.
And Smash 5. Because it's the biggest roster of a Smash game ever. So all your guest characters like Ryu, Snake, Cloud, they're all back. You've got new characters including Daisy, and Ridley.
Big dinosaur dude?
Yeah, from Metroid. So you've got those new characters in the game, and it's going to be really, really cool. Pokemon Let's Go on the Switch looks fantastic. But there's obviously other games from other developers that I'm really, really excited for. With the likes of Fallout 76. I cannot get enough of Fallout 76 at the moment.
Man.
And Anthem. I would have much rather to have seen BioWare go, Anthem is going to be majorly delayed because we're bringing you the Mass Effect trilogy remastered with all the DLC available on every platform. That's what I wanted to see.
Nah, for me it's all about that Dragon Age, man. Give me some more of that Dragon, man.
Because after Mass Effect Andromeda, that's what the fans have been asking for, to bring BioWare back into the good graces, and then work on Anthem. But Anthem still looks absolutely fantastic.
It does. I cannot wait to fly around in some of those suits, man.
I also want Skyrim Very Special Edition.
What? Very special? That's not its running title, is it?
Skyrim Very Special Edition. It's right.
Really?
Right, here we go. Right. Do you remember before they showed us Fallout 76 at the press conference? They showed us someone playing Skyrim on Alexa.
Oh, right. I get you now.
That exists.
No. Well, Alexa edition.
Yeah. However, it only exists on the Amazon Marketplace in the US.
I feel cheated. That looked awesome, man.
However, it will not be out on the Etch-a-Sketch. And it will not be out on Samsung's fridges. It's only out on Alexa. But yeah, I thought that looked really funny. I would like to try and play that. But with legitimate games, Octopath, Smash 5, Anthem, Fallout 76 were my big ones. Metro Exodus looks fantastic.
Fucking hell, that
Division
does
2 looks great.
Beautiful.
Battlefield 5.
It does look great, but I'm not too sure now. I think I'd play it, but it's not my pure MVP anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was any really bad calls at E3 for games. Some of them were kind of out there. Some of them how they were presented.
Some of them were the really good baby one. Really.
Like I said, some of them were out there. Some of them were a bit odd, but nothing looked particularly bad. If you get what I mean?
If the only draw of your game is that it looks batshit insane, that is not a good game. That is just you having a brain fart and making it into a literally, I don't know, maybe 80-hour game.
I don't think there was any bad games shown. I do think that everything that was shown it's got a place, and there's going to be someone that really enjoys it. And I'm really interested to see where a lot of these games go, how well they actually turn out to be. Because I remember years ago, you would see footage of games at E3 and they would look nothing like it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of the games. Actually, one game that I forgot to mention And it's probably one of the ones I'm the most hyped about, actually, and that is Cyberpunk 2077. I'm so hyped for that, I forgot to mention it.
There's one piece of technical details I've heard that's actually put me off a bit. It's on first person.
I'm okay with that.
Not up for that kind of game, man. I don't know. It varies. Like if it's a straight shoot 'em up, for instance, say like what's it called?
Like Battlefield and Call of Duty and Metro.
Yeah, it was a thing specific one, but it's great. Yeah, like that. That's fine, but it doesn't look really like a shoot 'em up from when I've been looking at it.
Yeah,
feels more like a futuristic Witcher. In which case, I would have really preferred third person.
yeah. I imagine that there'll probably be a third person option.
I thought it was Deus Ex. That's what I was thinking of.
Deus Ex.
Yeah, Deus Ex. But yeah, fair enough if it is option thing, like just toggling L3 kind of like in Skyrim.
Yeah.
That's fine. But if it is like you're trapped in first, I'm gonna put it down a little bit for me. Yeah.
Although I did, in fact, no. On you go. On you go.
Was that a hint for my turn kind of thing?
I know I was going to continue on, but no, I'm jumping the gun like you usually do.
Oh, right, it's my fault. But yeah, in terms of games I've looked at and thought looked utterly amazing. It does vary a bit from Jack's, admittedly.
You liked Just Dance, didn't you?
Oh, totally, man. That panda, with hips, man. Jesus. No, for me, it does vary. For instance, Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah.
I've not played the first one. I'll be the first to admit that, obviously, right? But because 2, for whatever reason, is a prequel, and it looks amazing, I'm totally hyped for that.
Yeah.
That way you can think of a list in your head, and you get to the point of speaking about your list, and your head goes blank.
Yep.
Well, so was there? Fucking hell. What else? What was shown at E3 again? Like the big ones?
A lot.
I know. Fucking hell.
There was right. Are you on? Is there a specific press conference you were trying to remember something from, or just in general?
Do you think just look like the big ones that appear made in
Fallout 76?
For some reason, I'm not into that. I don't know why. I think it's a whole aspect of you're stuck in a map with 30 other people, and you're like, oh, what do you do? Just fight each other? Is it like meant to be like Fortnite, but
No,
Fallout?
It's meant to be like an MMORPG.
So it was just like 30s kicking about, fighting things, and
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not feeling it, man.
I am.
I'm not, man.
There was Metro.
Metro does look amazing. For me, Metro looks like everything I wanted Fallout 4 to be. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Base building is shit. I hate it.
Sea of Solitude.
That does look good. That's pretty, man.
Tunic.
You go for little random ones I thought about. Yeah, Tunic was kind of cool. Little Fox did.
I'm going for the ones that I remember you particularly picking out.
Yeah.
Post press conference reviews.
Do you think your big ones?
Because Tunic was the Legend of Zelda-like game where you play as a fox.
Yeah, that was cool, man. So random.
What else did you say? Division 2.
Division 2, as we just talked about, does look amazing and shit. It really does. I think just like aesthetically as well. I mean, the first one, like there's hardly any hope. It's like you're trying to fight just to survive.
Yeah.
The second one, it's like you've got a foothold. You're fighting to progress to save your country. It's a completely different game dynamic, completely different feel, and the fact that it looks like it's going to be sunny.
Yeah. Doom Eternal. You said
it does look good, but I'm kind of on the fence. Oh, fuck, what's the big ones? This is so embarrassing. This doesn't happen to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed
AC Odyssey.
Looks amazing.
That does look good. Because I remember, I don't think it was just me. I think it was you. You were saying we're not big fans of Assassin's Creed.
No,
this one got us really interested in it.
Because it's an RPG. No, obviously all RPGs, but this one feels like a true blue RPG.
Yeah.
Oh man. Spider-Man. Naturally,
yes.
Spider-Man. Oh my god. Geekgasm so much.
That Ghost of Tsushima though, that looked.
Oh, you geekgasm with one scene.
I did.
Like, fuck the fine. Look at the leaves falling down in the background.
It's not even that. It was because it was so well programmed, like so that they would move independently.
Yeah.
Depending on like weather and stuff like that. I thought that was a really cool touch.
It was.
But,
I'll give you that.
I mean, I did see the fighting scene as well. I managed to catch everything else in the background as well. The fighting looked really fluid and all that, as well as with Last of Us 2. That looked really fluid, the fight scenes in that.
I've just recently tried to play Last of Us. Last of Us is solid, man.
Yes, Last of Us is solid.
Like my little brother said he played it and go past me, and I'm like, how?
See, once I started finding cauliflower heads...
Oh, yeah, those dudes.
I kind of stopped playing because I could not get past them.
I'm not going to lie, like Jack, I'm a little bitch when it comes to those kind of games. I could do it. I'm like, it was this one point where you're with it's Ellie and Tess. I want to say Tess.
I think so.
Yeah, and they're up top, and for whatever reason, you jumped down to like clear out the area. I couldn't do it. I seen was it Joel? Yeah, Joel.
Yeah,
he did got like bit 5 different times after the 5th one. I'm like, nope, I will throw the control against the wall. If that happens again, I'm turning it off. I'm gonna save his life and mine. No. So yeah, it's on my goddamn list for now.
You were also gushing about Dying
Gushing.
Light 2.
No, I was gushing from my brother because he loves the concept. He's like, he can't wait to play it. He looks so amped.
Jump Force.
Jump Force is a weird one. Graphically, it looks amazing for like an anime game. You're like, whoa, that looks better than the anime. What the fuck?
Me and my brother were talking about that today, and we were speculating about how it's going to be as a fighting game.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like J-Stars, where you've got a decent-sized roster of playable characters with a massive list of assist characters, or is it going to play more like kind of Street Fighter Tekken, where only you would get like 2 character select screens? The first one would be pick your anime or pick your manga, and then the second one would be as many characters as they could fit into the game.
Wow.
From that list. Like, my brother thinks it's going to be like J-Stars, where it's, you know, you'll get about 20 odd characters and masses of assists. I want it to be like pick your anime, pick your character, fight.
And that sounds pretty epic because there's so many supporting characters. However, Death Note seems a weird one though.
Yeah, well, apparently Ryu from Death Note is not going to be a playable character, but integral to the story.
Ooh.
So I think it will end up being a playable character.
If you complete the game?
If you complete the game.
That could be kind of cool.
I think that might be, if he is a playable character, I think that's how they'll do it. He's the last character you can unlock.
Kind of like how they used to do in old Tekkens and that.
Yeah.
You get up your big ass monsters and you're like, oh no, fight, it was him. You're like, I have to kill him first. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Oh man. Fuck, man. There's so many good games, and I've got a really shit memory, as you've just noticed.
Yep.
Fuck up. I mean, as many epic games as we did hear about, there's always a few games we're hoping to get a little inkling of. We never quite got it.
Yeah. This is where I jumped the gun.
Yeah. Definitely, there's 2 games I was really hoping for. One of which was Avengers, because there's apparently some talk of an Avengers project that has not yet had any at all references to, barring like one, was it 30-second trailer or something?
Yeah, the 30-second announcement trailer, which, if the graphics are going to be like that in game, it's going to look really, really good.
Yeah, but then you're like, well, what kind of game is it with those kind of graphics?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard so many rumors it's going to be a cover shooter, a rail shooter, an RPG, be a kind of JRPG style with the classic turn-based menus, or is it going to be an action RPG?
Turn-based menu sections? That's kind of cool. Ooh.
I've heard so many rumors, and I don't actually have a clue which is real, but if it's been made by Square Enix...
It could be any of the above.
It could be any of the above, but I'm hoping it'll be an RPG of some kind, because that's what Square Enix does best.
Yeah, I'll give you that, man.
Because, I mean, think about like the biggest properties from Square Enix. You've got Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Star Ocean, all RPGs. So, with their kind of strength being RPGs, I really hope that it is an RPG. Whether it's an action RPG like, Final Fantasy 15, or a turn-based RPG like the older Final Fantasies
Mm-hmm.
is relevant as long as they play to their strengths with it.
Yeah.
And their strength is story-driven RPGs. So
I mean, there are previously team-based Marvel titles like Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yep.
They look really cool, and the idea of taking that into like a current gen console does seem really interesting,
yeah,
especially with today's graphics and just the ability to do like properly like visual moves. It would be really interesting, but honestly, it's just I just want some idea of what we're getting. You know what I mean?
because like I can't remember how long ago I said this, but I mentioned on the podcast that there have been some trademarks by Square Enix going out there,
Mhm.
and the main one was Marvel Reassemble.
Ah, right, yeah.
So that looks to be the name of it.
So I assumes it's kind of coming after a certain
Yeah,
series, then. So maybe that's a hint we should have looking at.
and maybe I'm just guessing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps they know, like Square Enix knows what's going to happen with the next few movies. So the reason they're not showing us anything is because it would then be spoilers for upcoming movies.
That could be a point. Ooh,
Like, because
interesting.
while they've said it's going to be an original storyline, but it will use like official canon from the comic books and the MCU.
Yeah, it's a hell
Uh,
of a thing to mix, so fucking hell.
but because they've said, everything that's referenced is going to be canon,
Mm.
but the story itself is not canon.
Ah,
So
right.
it'll be kind of a what if scenario.
That could be interesting.
And I think that's why they're not showing us anything, because it'll either ruin a future comic book run
Mm-hmm.
or future movies
Yeah.
before it comes out. So we'll see what happens with it in that way. But I've got a feeling that's probably why they're not showing us anything, to risk spoilers.
Yeah. Like, from my point of view, the only way they could properly ruin it for me, like utterly devastate me, is if it turns out to be a fucking fighter game. Because that seems to be the only kind of superhero properties
Yeah.
we're getting. For instance, like Marvel vs. Capcom,
Yeah,
and then Injustice 2. As good as the Justice series is, it is still just a fighting game.
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, graphically, yes, storyline, yes. But I want an RPG. I want to fly around. I want to do shit, not just bish bash fucking bosh. No.
See, I could just go and make a prediction here, just to take the mick.
Oh, shut up. Go on then.
The new Marvel game's going to be a battle royale.
I hate you. I swear to God, if it is, I will. Oh, no, man.
See, if it is, I will be disappointed, because I'm enjoying playing Fortnite, and
Don't know why.
there is a battle royale game that looks like it's going to be pretty funny, which I'll mention later on.
Mm-hmm.
But I've just had enough of like everyone trying the battle royale formula.
As soon as something gets popular, everyone's like, I'll have a go at that, and then, no, it's just shit.
Well, here's the thing, like, because you've got PUBG, H1Z1, Fortnite, Radical Heights.
Radical Heights?
Yep.
Wow.
Call of Duty's going to have a battle royale mode.
I still think that should be called War. Realistically, I should just be called War. That'd be amazing.
Battlefield's going to have a battle royale mode. There's just so many battle royale modes. There's one called Realm Royale, which has just came out as well on Steam.
That kind of sounds like decent, at least. Realm Royale.
But the thing is, like, there's just so many of them that I'm kind of
Getting bored of the entire idea.
I'm getting bored of the idea of it.
It's oversaturation of the market, man.
But at the same time, the reason I'm enjoying Fortnite is because when I load up Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
my sister got the Founders Pack.
Is that the dearest one?
Yeah.
Oof.
And she gave me the code for it.
Alright.
So when I load up Fortnite Battle Royale on my PlayStation, I can play the PvE Save the World,
Alright, yeah.
which is the story mode.
Mhm.
So that's the reason I'm kind of still enjoying Fortnite, is because while 9 times out of 10 I'm playing Battle Royale, I can just go, I'm not playing Battle Royale, but I will still play Fortnite and play Save the World.
Do you use the same character?
No.
Oh, really?
Because you don't have a character in Battle Royale, you use skins,
Oh.
whereas you can change your heroes in Save the World,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them use skins that are available for Battle Royale. Like a couple of months ago, like one of the featured skins was called the Raven,
Mm-hmm.
and you can use that in Save the World.
Oh.
But again, it's not really a character either that way. It's just your personal skin. You can just change it randomly. But in Save the World, every skin has different abilities. Whereas in Battle Royale mode, if the skins don't have abilities, it's just an appearance to differentiate yourself from other players.
Huh. Fair
Like
enough.
for just now through the World Cup, I am using one of the football skins with the Australia top on. But like
Cool.
outside of that, I'm generally using Technic, which is one of the female skins with like kind of spray paint over them and stuff. Because one of the things that it was just one of the ones I wanted using the battle pass by leveling up and doing battle pass challenges.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a few different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I've actually been doing lately is just putting it on random
Mm-hmm.
and just setting favourites. So ones that I like,
I get you.
it will use, but it will just pick it at random. The same with the gliders and the backpacks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But until the end of the World Cup, I'm using the same skin.
Jesus.
But no, I do enjoy, like, I don't really like playing solos
Mm-hmm.
on Fortnite either. If I'm playing Battle Royale, I will play duos or squads, and I'll play with the likes of Harry, Paz, Ozera, Yvette, you know.
It does seem like one of those games you can only really have fun with it as a team.
You can have fun playing it solo, but the thing is that I'm not particularly good at building in Fortnite.
I hate the idea of it.
So I kind of lose build fights.
Alright.
So they'll like build up way above me and then just shoot down at me, whereas I'm gonna have a harder shot shooting up at them.
Mm.
So, because height is everything when it comes to like build battles.
Like, say if we build up, right, and you just blow up the bottom of the structure.
It'll fall and they'll take fall damage, unless they can quick enough place a launch pad or a jump pad. Because you take fall damage,
Mm-hmm.
but if you use like a bounce pad, it'll just propel you up a short distance and then you'll fall to the ground, but you don't take fall damage. And a launch pad, it launches you like really far, and then you get your glider out and thing it to the ground.
Huh.
It does take a lot of strategy, and I think that's really cool. And there's a lot of RNG, like what weapons and what grades of weapons you get out of the loot chests that you find on the map. And because you just start with a pickaxe, and then every round is random. It's kind of fun just trying out new strategies depending on what you find, where you land, how many people land there, things like that. But I do prefer playing it as a team with people I know rather than just playing it randomly.
Yeah, I think you can see that for a lot of those kind of games.
Yeah.
There's just no fun if you're playing with like fucking Joe Blogs in Australia, for instance.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm kind of... But it's not that. It's the fact that as more Battle Royale kind of games come out, you kind of see them kind of go a wee bit more popular, and then something happens, like the next big update in Fortnite or the next big update in PUBG, and the players from those two, the really well established Battle Royale games, just go, I'm giving up with this one, I'm going back to whichever one they're playing.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think we're just looking at like fad games, to be honest. I'm not into that.
Although, like with Tencent and Epic having the kind of corner of the market cornered for the Battle Royale games, I like how they're trying to make it more accessible to players who don't really play them, and people who do play them getting them to play it more with like the Fortnite World Cup that was announced at E3. So like, because you always see like the streamers doing the big tournaments because they've been charity tournaments.
Yeah.
But they're opening it up to players. Like this is actually one of my news articles for later, but I'll just cover it now since we're on the topic of it. So everyone who qualifies will be qualified based on merit.
All right. Okay.
So you technically don't even need to win matches. It's about how well you play, not how well you do in that particular match.
That seems shocking.
Like, because winning will obviously help, but I mean, it may just be whoever wins goes through. It's just the way they've worded it makes it sound like you don't need to win, you just need to play really well.
Yeah, but that's
not
how can you be an e-sport if you don't take in the winners?
Like I said, I don't actually know how it's going to work.
Yeah.
That's just the way it sounds like it's going to work from their wording. So I'm excited to see what happens with that, how it does go. But I am when details about qualification come out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and qualify for the duos.
Here we go. Jeez, man.
Me and Harry, I think.
Oh, good luck to you, son. Bloody hell.
I mean, I don't see myself qualifying. I think Harry has the skill to qualify.
Alright.
I don't, but if I don't try, I'll never do it. And I think it would probably be fun to try at least,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I've been playing a wee bit more Fortnite Battle Royale, practicing. I'm going to try, because they're doing duos and solos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and qualify for both, but if I do somehow manage to qualify, it's more likely to be in duos rather than solos. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to playing and hopefully getting better at the game as I do so. But if I don't qualify, then I'll go. At least I tried. It's a game that I'm not particularly good at, but I do enjoy playing with the right people. So
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Yeah. Anyway, back to the original topic at hand. Some, I don't know, 10 minutes ago.
yeah,
Fucking hell. The second game I was gonna mention was just refreshing. I actually forgot or checked out. The second game I was gonna mention, that wasn't mentioned at E3, but I would have hoped. Here's something: is Rocksteady's DC game. News of which we have kind of bare minimum. Some people are saying it's going to be a Superman-esque game, like in the vein of Arkham Knight, which would be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Or it could be even bolder, and it could be like a Justice League game.
Yeah.
Which will hopefully try and patch up some of the damage the DC movies have actually done.
Yeah, well, that's what I was because when you mentioned that before we went on there, I was like, if you bring it up in the podcast, I'll talk about it.
There you go.
If it is a Justice League game, it definitely needs to be good, because like when Marvel launched the MCU, they got off to a flyer, and it became one of the biggest franchises movie wise ever.
Yeah.
But the DCEU hasn't hit that height because I feel like they kind of rushed doing it.
Fucking undoubtedly.
So it would fix some of the problems that they've been feeling on the movie side by fixing the DCEU, and they kind of need a DCEU game that's not Injustice.
Yeah. Well, it's like
a Justice League game that's not Injustice, because while you don't fight as a team in Injustice, it's a Justice League game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just how they've gone about it makes it feel not like a Justice League game, but it does need to be it needs to be good, and if it's made by Rocksteady, it will be good.
Undoubtedly.
Because I'm not a DC fan.
Well, unless you're a PC gamer, as we have,
Yeah, but I'm not a DC fan, but I quite enjoyed playing Batman Arkham series.
Oh, hell yeah.
By Rocksteady.
That's
so,
amazing.
If they do go ahead and make that, it will be good, and it needs to be good. Because I really thought that after watching the Dark Knight series, because Lewis was always like, we have to watch Dark Knight Rises, I think it was.
Yeah.
So we watched it, and I don't get me wrong, I kind of enjoyed it. But after that, they kind of changed Batman from Christian Bale to Ben Affleck.
Yep. Batfleck.
And it just wasn't as good. So they just got to get a good game out there for the DCU fans. And then hopefully once confidence in the brand is back, then the movies will start getting better.
I wish I hadn't said it wasn't as good with Batfleck though, because I'm going to have to go on a bit of a rant. But fuck it, let's do it. Okay, I think the biggest issue he did, however, I think you did hit in the head, but not for reasons you think. Right, so you get Nolan's Batman trilogy, which was extremely like a realistic take in Batman. That should be the biggest indication to the DC guys in the movies to avoid Batman for a time.
Yeah.
I mean, in the way the Marvel movie started out with, we didn't hit out with pure massive roll top hero. We hit out with suave, funny as fuck Iron Man.
Yeah.
Someone you're like, yeah, he's alright, he's a bit of an asshole, but I don't know if he'd make a good movie. And then it worked. What he should have done is, having ignored the travesty that was Green Lantern, was try and start something like Flash. kind of like get a funny movie out, kind of light-hearted, set up the universe a bit
Yeah.
slowly, fucking slowly and subtly. But no, they went and said, "Do you know what the world needs more of? Another fucking Batman movie."
What they should have started with, in all honesty, is Teen Titans.
Not gonna lie, that would have been kind of cool, because then you can get introduced to Justice League pure subtly. Like you see, because seriously, the only time we had the Robin is when he's an adult. I'd kill for just a fucking 16-year-old Robin. Well done, doing acrobatic shit and just having fun.
Yeah.
They should.
Because it wouldn't, like, because Teen Titans, like, I've not watched a lot of the cartoon, but
There's only one cartoon, by the way. Teen Titans Go does not count.
I just meant the series in general.
Good man.
I haven't watched a lot of it, but from what I have seen, if they were to translate that into a movie, it would be a good comedy,
Oh yeah, definitely.
which would take away from the current superhero genre being all action,
Yeah,
or mostly action.
especially if it's DC. Fucking hell.
And then that would, you could then have the kind of subtle references, and then bring in, take one of the Teen Titans and do a solo movie with them, and then that would explore their backgrounds. And if you did Robin,
Batman.
you would be able to bring in Batman, and then you could do another Batman movie.
Yeah, it would have been more subtly done. Instead of China, they were like, "No, we need Batman. Just fucking hammer away at Batman." Oh,
But no, they jumped the gun with his ensemble movie.
and it was way too soon. It was ill-advised.
Like they jumped the gun with Batman versus Superman. They needed to build up a couple of other characters, and then have them all together as instead of Batman versus Superman, a Justice League movie. So what they should have done is Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, and then Justice League.
Yeah, kind of slowly but surely build up
Yeah.
with threat behind it. Like if fucking Thanos was built up for fucking how long was it? 19 movies, something like that. Before you finally get Thanos.
Yeah, something like that.
And he's not mentioned every movie, but he's mentioned in a good fucking few of them.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, this was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Instead, nah, what do we get with DC?
Like,
Ugh.
because Marvel, the MCU hasn't been hitting it out of the park every movie.
No, but it doesn't need to.
Because with the Hulk movie, you've got Norton's Hulk, which it was one of those movies. It could have been good.
Did I thought it was epic?
I loved
Banner's movie was god awful.
I liked the Hulk movie,
What one?
the Ed Norton one,
Yeah.
but what it had the potential to be better,
Mm.
and it could have been so much better had it just taken another 6-7 weeks
Really?
just to polish some of the CGI and some of the script. I think it would have been so much better. I mean, don't get me wrong, the CGI and the script were good.
Yeah.
It just could have done with, just a little bit more time, just hammer out just that wee bit. It was that way. I liked it, but I can see some flaws in it.
Well, you can argue that with Dan your any movie almost.
But now that they've got Ruffalo in as the Hulk, they definitely need to do a new Hulk movie.
They're not.
They're not going to, but I like what they're doing instead, though, because he's got a major arc that starts at Age of Ultron and it's going to finish at Avengers 4.
Yeah.
So it's going to finish next May.
Yeah.
So
it's not getting close.
So he's got a big story arc, which if you take just the Hulk moments from it, is meant to, like, you would need to add, kind of bits in to it, but it would essentially constitute as a movie.
Yeah.
So I like the way that they're going about doing it and doing the Hulk instead of doing a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just like why I don't think, while I want to see a Black Widow movie, we don't need one, because what they've done is they brought in this fully fleshed out character and then just kind of scratched away at the surface to show you, like, as if, this character, like, there was no character development in the way of building up the character to where she is now. She was just there, and now they're showing you kind of why.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like she's a fully developed character, and then they're showing you the development after that instead of developing the character to a point.
I mean, one of the downsides is, for instance, if you look at, I think it was Red Sparrow,
Yeah.
it's basically bumped her backstory. That's
Yeah.
essentially her backstory, and you're like, really? Fucking hell.
So, like, DC jumped the gun with it,
Massively.
but Marvel's not been perfect. But they have fixed things on the fly, and I hope, like, I'm again not a big DC fan, but I kind of hope they manage to, get themselves to a point where they are producing movies and a cohesive universe like MCU.
I think,
Because
man,
I really like the superhero genre of movies. I'm not, and I don't want the DC movies to be like a laughing stock.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, the Dark Knight series was great. I
Yeah,
really
but that's
enjoyed
a
that.
completely different universe, though, man.
No, but what I'm saying is DC movies can be good.
Yeah.
So, if the DCU isn't that good, it's not going to last. And I would like it to last.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. They can't go down that route, though.
No, I'm not talking about the specific storyline.
No, I mean that.
I'm just meaning making good movies, regardless of storyline, regardless of actors, regardless of what version of the canon you're using.
Yeah.
It was the story, but like how it was written and how it was produced was good, not what was written.
Okay, yeah, I get you. I think one of the benefits of
I'm not saying use the Dark Knight stories or anything.
no,
I'm
I know
saying,
that. I mean,
like use one of the what the current run. I think it's called Metal Batman, right?
Batmetal.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. Yeah.
But use like that for the Batman stuff, and then use the Man of Steel run of comics for Superman, and bring them together in some way that works.
Yeah.
Use your current runs as scripts, because the comics are fantastic just now.
Yeah.
Like both DC and Marvel are putting out fantastic comics right now. Like every week, who's in the lead, popularity wise, depends on who's bringing out comics that week. And which runs are being published that week as well. But it's that way. The movies should be taking from that. They should be taking the stories from the comic book runs instead of just doing something that, in theory, would just work on a movie. They should be linking up the comics.
I mean, for the most part, they do seem to be copying certain elements of the storylines from comics.
Yeah.
Only downside, obviously, is you get directors who think their vision is better than the source material, which just goes against the entire spirit of the thing.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst things about the new Batfleck, just like as a Batman, I think he's brilliant, but it goes against the entire spirit of Batman because his Batman's a pure Joker. Batman ain't a fucking Joker. He's a silent badass, which is what Bale's did best.
Well, there was a time Batman was a bit of a Joker.
Oh, don't you dare go back. You don't you dare say Clooney. No.
Adam West.
Oh, fucking hell. That's probably why he stopped being a Joker. Jesus. Right. Kind of went a bit off track ever so slightly, but my bad.
But not. What were we talking about?
Things we didn't see what I wanted to see.
Oh yeah, because we went off topic about Fortnite and then came back to when you said Marvel, and then we went back off topic again.
Yeah, well, you went off your topic, and then I went off my topic.
That's fine. I don't mind. The banter's good.
Man.
It just means it's going to be a longer podcast. That's all.
Our bad.
I'm sure you enjoy listening to us make a mockery of ourselves.
Yeah, we do it in real life as well. Come see.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was what I mean too. I just can't. Well, aside obviously Dragon Age.
Yeah.
But I'm always hoping for Dragon Age.
I would love to see more Dragon Age.
Well, you know it's coming. That's the downside, though.
Yeah. See, I thought, like, after E3's press conference, all I thought was needs more BioWare.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more about Dragon Age, what they were working on. Are they bringing out a new Dragon Age? Are they just working on the current Dragon Age? Inquisition. Are they working on more stuff for Inquisition?
They're still working on that. I thought it was done.
Apparently so.
Seriously?
Apparently so.
Fucking hell. I swear to God, if we bring up more DLC and I have to go back to that damn game. I've completed it already. It's gone. Done.
I would have liked to see something about Mass Effect.
I'm not even kidding. As much as I love Mass Effect, man, I think we've kind of we've taken it out to go back and shot it.
Well, they've said Mass Effect Andromeda was going to be a trilogy, and after it kind of failed.
Kinda. As we've already stated, I happily spent almost 300 hours playing those 3 games. I can't get through the first Andromeda game. I'm like, nah.
But it's been put on hiatus until they can figure out how to fix it.
And was it you told me the whole backstory about how Andromeda failed?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like, obviously, it was like, the amount of the people, their staff got slashed, their budget got slashed. They went from 30 worlds to 12 to the 6 we've got left with.
Not just that, like, also, it was BioWare Montreal that worked on it.
Ah, yeah.
The BioWare Montreal, they generally were a support development team for patches and updates for Dragon Age and Mass Effect. They also worked a wee bit on the Star Wars MMO. But they didn't generally produce AAA games. They just done patches and updates.
Ah, right, yeah.
But they were given Mass Effect Andromeda because BioWare Edmonton, who makes Dragon Age and Mass Effect, were working on Anthem. And
obviously that's a bit of a bigger game.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So that's why. And during production you had people leaving, like I think the lead developer had died, which crushed morale a bit.
Fucking hell. Don't know if it was that bad. Shit.
And they've also had the kind of same issues with Anthem at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, because with Anthem, it's more of a morale thing right now. Because Anthem looks good, and everybody wants Anthem to be really good. But the guys at BioWare, they're saying, like we've had reports saying things like, if this doesn't go well, we fear for our jobs. We fear that the studio's going to get shut down if we don't do well with Anthem. Kind of like what happened with it wasn't Respawn. Visceral. Because EA wasn't happy with their single-player Star Wars game, so they got shut down. EA say that's not the reason, but everybody knows it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be crushed if BioWare got shut down, man.
Yeah. So there is a lot of tension there, but since E3, since we've seen some gameplay and some more cutscenes,
it does look amazing. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Confidence, like what people have been saying about it, is put some of the staff on ease a bit because we are really excited for it. It does look good. So the staff at BioWare hopefully should be a bit more at ease now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks and months.
There's only
whether that's the case or not.
Yeah. There's like one main thing I'd want to see in Anthem, purely because it's an MMO and that means you can get tons of guys going at it. It's like a world killer level boss, like a pure colossus, and you're like, you have to actually coordinate between like your 50 guys.
Well,
that'd be insanely
what I know
awesome.
Is most of the time, it is going to be maximum of 4 players.
Oh, yeah, in a squad, you mean? In squad or
in the squad.
No, I'm cool with that. I just meant like in general.
I don't know how many other players will be in the shared world.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because you've got your hubs, which is only you can access, and that's where you kind of do a lot of story quests and stuff, pick up quests to go out and things like that. And then when you're out there, you are generally with your squad doing it. So I imagine like they would be able to do that because you can do that with Monster Hunter. You can have, I think, about 4 groups in a gathering zone.
Cool.
And groups are groups of 4 max. So you can go out, about 16 of you, and fight the big monsters that you can't really get on your own.
Yeah.
Or in a group of 4. So hopefully that would work. Hopefully it will work.
And people like firing lines all around it, man. That you just make thinking of it, and like, oh.
But yeah, hopefully they manage to find a way to do that.
That would be pretty cool.
Or hopefully that is something they've got in the pipeline. So I'm still really excited for Anthem.
Oh, definitely, especially now I know if that's if it could make or break the entire year.
But I do imagine that if Anthem doesn't go down well, they will get one last chance, and I imagine that last chance will be Mass Effect Trilogy Remastered.
Nah, man, the last chance to be Dragon Age.
No,
Dragon Age consistently sells well.
Yeah, but loads of BioWare fans have been asking for like a next gen version of Mass Effect. So Mass Effect on like the Xbox One and PS4, and not like because you can get it on Game Pass on the Xbox. So you can already get the Mass Effect trilogy on the Xbox One. Yeah, but kind of
probably revamped that.
Just cleaned up the graphics a bit. Made them look
kind of like what they did for Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
Like a HD remaster.
Wow, that for Mass Effect 1 would be insane because that is
And
aging.
it would come with all the DLC and things like that.
Yeah, that would be decent.
So that would be really cool to see them do that. I think if Anthem doesn't do well, that would be kind of last ditch effort for BioWare. Because while Dragon Age does consistently sell, and Dragon Age is a fantastic franchise, Mass Effect has appeared in like the original trilogy appears to be their most popular franchise. So it would be that gives them the last chance.
I suppose. Hopefully it doesn't come down to it regardless though.
Hopefully, but
I mean, from what I've seen, like it just looks immense. I don't see how it could fail. Unless it pulls what's that other MMO? It was
Destiny.
No, shut up. Destiny was decent. No, that one you played, the space exploration one.
Oh, No Man's Sky.
Yes. So much hype.
See, the problem with No Man's Sky, right, was one simple thing. We were promised multiplayer, and that was it. It didn't have multiplayer.
Do you reckon it would have been...
It would have been so much better with multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah. You could fly around, you could get into fights with randoms, you could get fights with your friends, you could team up with randoms, team up with your friends, explore the galaxy. It would be amazing. I had big hopes for No Man's Sky because it looked like a fantastic game. The way it sounded, like every world's procedurally generated, so no two runs of the game are the same.
Except, as you've explained, kind of is.
Yeah. And also the fact that when you got to the end, which is the center of the universe, you just get kept back right to the start with all
like
your
a slap
stuff
in the face. So it really does.
So, but
I think you can't like upgrade the ship or anything. I thought you're stuck with one ship and that's it.
You can upgrade your ship, but you're stuck with your ship. But you can add weapons. You can add. You can upgrade the engines. You can upgrade the shields and stuff. So you can make your ship better, but your ship will always look the same.
Yeah.
So, I would have liked to see that come in multiplayer. It would have been so much more fun with multiplayer.
Yeah.
But, that didn't happen.
See, so many woes, so many dreams squashed.
I understand why they didn't, but I would have liked to have seen Final Fantasy VII. I would like to have seen news about that. Because we really need to know kind of what's going on with that since they kicked CyberConnect 2 off the project.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they originally started working on the project, but so that they could maintain quality.
Right.
So they could maintain quality and meet deadlines.
Yeah.
They kicked them off the team and are doing it all in-house. So we need to know kind of what's going on with that. But at the same time, I'm glad they didn't, because there's so much hype around Final Fantasy VII, the remake, that if you did, it would take away from the hype of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Which is which for Square Enix is the main focus of this E3.
Yeah, at least for now, yeah. Jesus.
So it would have taken away from the hype for that, but we also need to kind of know what's happening with that.
At least kind of idea is still going well, at least.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Even if it is just
another kind of cinematic trailer, maybe.
Not even that.
No?
Just, we're still working on Final Fantasy 7R, and it's going fine. That's all we needed. We didn't need trailers, we didn't need screenshots, we didn't need gameplay demos. We just needed to hear the words, it's still going, we're getting there.
Do you know how it's going to work yet? Is it going to be like Final Fantasy 15?
It looks like it's going to be like that.
Not too sure how I feel about it. It could be really different.
It will be really different, but you will still have materia. You'll still be able to summon.
Mm-hmm.
You'll still have all your magic. It'll still have like the menu style.
Mm-hmm.
So, like your left stick will control your character, and the D-pad will be the menu.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So you should still be able to use magic and summons like the older games.
Could be really quite cool.
Yeah.
Just like kind of seeing realistic versions of all those characters from back in the day.
Well, I remember reading an article about FF7R, and it was how fans were split on the redesign of Tifa.
Oh God, what have we done?
They've made her look a bit more realistic, and that's fine.
So certain things are...
Yeah, so because she's got smaller breasts than some fans anticipated, there's outrage because it's changing the source material, and some people are like, I'm all for this because it's more realistic looking.
We did that with Tomb Raider, bear in mind, as well.
Yeah. And I, frankly, as long as Tifa still kicks ass, I don't really care.
Literally.
Yes.
I think two things I really want to see, purely just to see how they make it look realistic.
Like, with like looking realistic, like I think Tifa's limit break is going to be changed.
Limit break's always going to be insane.
If they keep limit breaks, because you have a dolphin kick as one of them, where she does like a kind of kick, and the effect of water coming up out of the ground and a dolphin in that water. I don't think they'll keep some of the I don't think they'll keep like that, but I think they'll probably still keep the move, but they'll just remove that effect.
No idea.
If they keep Tifa's limit break as it is.
Yeah. I mean, the two main things I want to see, just to see, like, I'm trying to, like, realistically describe it, is Barrett's got an arm.
Oh, I know how that's going to work.
Oh, thank God. Go on then.
Well, I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah, I assume.
But from what I've seen and what other people have been saying, have you seen the movie Advent Children?
Yes.
His gun arm is actually a hand, a metallic hand, that can form into the gun.
I need to rewatch that now. Huh. Right.
So I imagine that might be what it looks like.
So I take design issues from Advent Children then?
Not all of them, but I think that's going to be one that is.
Right. Interesting. The other one's going to be Red 13, to be honest.
I think that'll look a lot like the Advent Children.
I need to rewatch that then.
Kate Sith is the one I'm
interested in. That
interested
was the one
in.
I forgot. I knew it was someone.
Because Kate Sith in Advent Children is just the Moogle, the cat.
Right.
Which isn't actually a Moogle, because it doesn't have the palm and it doesn't shout Koopo all the time. But it's the cat that was on top of Kate Sith.
Yeah.
Riding around on Red 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Advent Children. But in the original game, it was the cat riding on top of a giant
pink thing.
A giant oversized Moogle that was just essentially Kirby.
Yeah.
So
was there not a ninja girl as well?
Yuffie,
I remember. Oh my gosh, so many other characters I just remembered that I forgot. I was thinking it was only like 5, and now I was like almost 10.
The one I'm curious about though is Sid, because I imagine Sid will still look the same.
Yeah.
However, in the original game and in Advent Children, he had the cigarette in his mouth, like in the game all the time, and in the movie the majority of the time.
So you're going to try and cut it to for sensibilities?
Possibly.
Oh yeah. I hate that kind of shit, man.
Because I do remember, like, in the original Final Fantasy VII, his animation for the dynamite limit break.
Oh, there we just go.
He lit the dynamite with his cigarette and threw it.
That's decent, man. That's pretty swell.
And then Advent Children had a Scottish accent, so if they do...
Really?
and-
I need to watch that again now.
So if they have voice acting, I wonder if they'll maybe not get the same voice actors,
Yeah.
but maybe try and keep the same regional accents that they had.
That could be interesting.
So, like in the English voicing for FF7R, would they have a Scottish Sid again?
That'd be weird. I want to see if was it Vincent who did the monster limit breaks?
Yes.
Like was that in Advent Children? I can't remember.
No.
But obviously, if he's a character in 7R, they're gonna have to address it somehow.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, he can transform into literally. I vaguely remember. Right? It wasn't like I'm sure it was werewolf was one. No.
Yes.
Frankenstein was another.
Yes.
I'm sure vampire was another. No?
I don't think so.
I can't remember other ones. I mainly remember.
I remember one being just a kind of a mini behemoth looking thing that would one of its moves would actually like kind of look like Titans, where you just kind of flip the ground over onto them.
I mean, how we're going to translate that into proper looking games beyond me.
Yeah.
Yes, we're trying to be serious. Did that guy just transform into a monster of Frankenstein? Yes. Okay then.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what they do with it in that sense. But I just wanted to know that whether or not the project was going along fine. I didn't want to see anything. I just wanted them to say Final Fantasy 7R. It's still going. We're doing fine.
I mean, if they
That's
end
all I
up
wanted.
saying, "Oh yeah, we gave up on it," you're like, "Fucking hell."
That would be better than building up hype for something that they've already cancelled.
I mean, that would be so much bad press. I mean, my God. Right.
But no, I just wanted to know how it was getting on. That would have kept me happy.
Something would have been better than nothing, I guess. You get a point.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so yeah, it's been absolutely tons of geekgasms and flashbacks and my trip memory. So yeah, to the news, I guess.
To the news. Well, I've got a fair amount of news. Not too much, not too little.
You lies.
And I've tried to avoid as much E3 stuff as possible because I think we've covered E3 to death over the last week, 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So
it is worth it because some of the games were goddamn beautiful.
Definitely. But
and some are just really, really weird.
But I am trying to avoid as much E3 news as I can.
Yeah.
So some of it will be info about games that were mentioned at E3. Some will be things that are totally unrelated to E3. Some of them will be stories that happened during E3 that went under the radar because of E3.
Yeah.
So we'll just smash through as much of it as we can. We'll give you as much detail as possible, but we're not going to go a pure heavy deep dive into a lot of these. Some of them are just things I just need to tell you the headline and that is it. So first up we've got Metro Exodus. It is going to be the most complex game that 4A have ever attempted to make. So 4A is the developers and they are a small group based out in Malta.
Alright, okay.
So they've got a couple of games, Metro Last Light, Metro 2033, and some DLC for them. Now, those games are normally pretty linear and story-driven.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a sandbox survival game. So, yeah, it's going to be a massive, massive map. And the large environment is connected to storylines that span an in-game year.
Cool.
So yeah, you'll probably see places that you'll remember from some of the other games, and the game is going to be about twice the size of all their games combined.
See, I love and hate when developers say that because it's a scary notion. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
So
Fucking hell.
it is going to be really, really, really a lot of work for 4A games, but at the same time, I'm really looking forward to see how they do this. especially going from a pretty linear experience to a open world sandbox, and how they keep the canon as well, because the Metro games are actually based on novels.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So, and they don't like restrict themselves only to canon, but they try to keep themselves as close to the canon as they can.
Yeah.
So, it will be really interesting to see how they manage to do that with such a open-ended game.
It does seem really difficult to try and like kind of keep a game's relevancy kind of thing, but at the same time, just be true to what it's meant to be.
Yeah. I've scrolled too far. I have scrolled too far. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what they do with that. The game has been delayed a couple of times, but that's just mostly so they can give it polish and make sure everything is working the way it's intended to work.
I mean, no matter how long a game is on hold for, it's better to have it on hold and released beautiful. Let's say Andromeda when it first came out and it was a glitchy, buggy mess.
Yes.
Nobody wants it. I'd rather wait another month or two and get it and think, I'm so glad I bought this game.
Yeah.
Not a month too early and think, why am I playing this turd?
I'd also rather a game be delayed so they can take more time to work on it, whether that is actual development or just polish, rather than them going, it's too much, we're cancelling it. You know?
It just sounds weak. It really does. Like,
yeah.
I know we can't do it. We're sorry, but oh well.
GameStop have been met with some backlash following a tweet regarding EA's Madden NFL 19.
Right, straight up. Twitter is like the internet Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Shit goes down there like it should never be said. Good lord. And it seems to be companies like this as well. You know, one asshole's like, I kind of feel like getting fired today, you know? I'll go into company Twitter. 2 seconds, mate. You wait. Oh, fucking hell.
But
anyway, yeah.
It was meant as a joke. It's meant to be like dark humour.
Yeah, but you can't do it on a fucking official page.
But
it's like fucking Trump doing that shit. Do you know why he doesn't go and post this? Because he knows he'd get locked out of it, man. He probably tries to like tweet from his proper account and he's like, nah.
Yeah. But what it is, someone asked, will Madden 19 have a Battle Royale mode? And they said, in reply they said, if they do, we've got dibs on Ray Rice. Now, Ray Rice was arrested February 15th, 2014, when he got in a physical conflict with his wife.
Then fiance.
Yeah. So, it kind of wasn't advisable, really. So, like, it was originally suspended for 2 games, but then an indefinite suspension after it got dropped from the Baltimore Ravens. So yeah, it's not something that you should be making jokes about. Shortly after that was published, the tweet was deleted.
Shocker.
And after that was deleted, GameStop issued a statement saying they sincerely apologise for the insensitive comment. Making light of domestic violence is unacceptable and that they were truly sorry.
See, that's ballsy. I think if I was like the guy having to deal with it, I'd be like, nah, I'm just going to put it in this one employee who's now an ex-employee. Not just like, we're sorry. Like, well, no, we're not. This one fucker ran his mouth. God damn.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Next up is the SNK Neo Geo Mini, which is... I kind of want the Japanese version because it looks so much nicer. But at the same time, I'd rather get the Western one because then I can actually read the text on the screen. I'm
still surprised you can't read it yourself, man. You're that desperate to go over there. I'm surprised you haven't started trying to learn.
I know. But the Neo Geo Mini is a kind of weird thing, though. Like, before I start going into the news about it. Because the Neo Geo wasn't a particularly popular console. Only once they announced the Neo Geo Mini was everyone like, I want one. Because I don't know what it is.
Well, it's a weird name for starters, man.
Yeah. So, they've announced a 40 game lineup for the mini console. 14 of the games will be different between the Japanese release and the Western release. The Japanese version will have a couple more fighting games, and the Western release will have some more action games. But some of the games that have been announced will be the King of Fighters series from 1994 through to 2003, Samurai Showdown 2, 4 and Special, Real Bout Fatal Fury and Fatal Fury 2, Shock Troopers, the Metal Slug games, Sengoku 3, loads and loads of great games.
An absolute ton of games that probably sound amazing, but for all we know could be pants.
Yeah.
No clue.
So it will have a HDMI port so it can be connected to a full-size television, but it does look like a wee mini arcade cabinet.
Right, yeah.
And it will support gamepads, which will be sold separately.
As all things tend to be nowadays.
And they will be recreations of the controls from Neo Geo CD, which was a pretty cool console.
All right.
So yeah, and we don't know when they will be released, but what we do know is the Japanese version will be released before the Western version.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So next up is Cyberpunk's E3 trailer. Included free codes for The Witcher 3 for people on Xbox.
Yeah, so if you happen to miss it, don't think you're an idiot, because I missed it completely as well.
Oh, I missed it too.
I mean, I don't... Was this told, or did someone think, those numbers look like a code? I'm going to type it in places.
Well, here's the story. Right, the codes that appeared at the beginning of Cyberpunk 2077's trailer at Microsoft E3 keynote weren't random. One Twitter user who managed to grab a code while the trailer played said it was a voucher for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which included the full game and expansion pass. A clip of the codes in question, it looked like dozens of them scroll by quickly. Yeah,
just like after the bit which is a hacks kind of thing.
So that was a nice little gift from fans from the studio. So yeah.
I mean, that is a pretty cool thing for a company to do.
Yeah, well, because they can't give out too much information about the game, it's a nice wee gift that they can get the game.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was a really cool thing to bring up.
However, we're still not too sure ourselves whether it's like anyone can take the code and then use it, or if it's like a first come first serve kind of thing.
I also don't know how long. We also don't know how long they were.
Open for.
So if it isn't a one-use code, you might still be able to grab it if you are quick, because we're not quite sure.
Yeah, we have no idea how it works. We don't even know what code's been used, yada yada yada, but it did look like a good ton of codes, so I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, if you do have an Xbox and you would like to get a free copy of The Witcher 3,
recommended.
We recommend you try that, because we don't know if you will get a free copy or not, but it's worth trying.
Definitely, Jesus.
On the note of Microsoft, Ninja Theory has joined Microsoft, as was mentioned at E3.
One of our many acquisitions.
Yes, but that was to be free from the AAA machine. So they just don't want to be forcing themselves or putting themselves under pressure all the time to make the big budget games. They want to be able to make kind of some of their own smaller games.
They want to make a game, not a movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, just for a few ideas, like Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, that played out. Don't get me wrong, beautiful game, but that's a movie, man.
Yeah.
It's a massive fucking hell.
Well, here's a quote from what they said about the move to Microsoft. We want to be free from the AAA machine and make games focused on the experience, not around monetization. We want to take bigger creative risks and create genre-defining games without being under the constant threat of annihilation. We want to make our own games our own way and not be told what to do, what to make and how to make it. And above all, we want to protect our team, our culture and our identity, because above all, that is Ninja Theory. In short, we asked for full creative independence, and I remember thinking at the time that this is going to be the end of that conversation.
Damn, ballsy.
Yeah. Instead, it resulted in Microsoft going, "Let's have you. You can do what you want. We'll fund it pretty much."
I mean, so far that's basically seems to be what they do.
Yeah.
They're quite happy as long as they do well and the game sells. They're like,
Yeah.
sound whatever.
Well, after after Microsoft asked them to be a internal studio, they said, "I'm now convinced that this is an opportunity for us to jump years ahead, to aim higher than we've ever dared to really fly, without the threat of falling down that's held us back so much in the past." So hopefully, because they made a fantastic game called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
See, that's one of those games like you know you're gonna see it in the PlayStation store. You're like, this sounds amazing.
Yeah, because that was $10 million to make, including marketing.
Wow.
It took 3 years, and it was a team of 20 people.
I fucking high five them all.
So yeah, I've not played Senua's Sacrifice, but I have seen gameplay of it.
It does sound really mental. Like from what main thing that caught me, because I'm kind of like I don't as an actual gamer, I'm kind of pedestrian, but I always get intrigued by games that kind of break the mold.
Yeah,
And this one didn't not have like you know how in the actual PS4 controller you've got like the kind of the voice, the mic bit.
yeah,
Doesn't that kind of speak to you like it's her inner thoughts kind of thing?
yes.
I mean,
If I remember correctly, it does.
yeah. I mean, as a trope, that's insane.
Yeah,
You're playing around doing it, and all of a sudden it says, "Don't do it." You're like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "Don't
Yeah.
go there," but the game says, "Don't go there."
but yeah, it looked like an amazing game, and I'm really excited to see what they do with the backing of Microsoft now.
I mean, that's total creative control. They're gonna pull out some crazy shit, man.
So yeah, really looking forward to see what Team Ninja do in the future. And Ninja Theory. Team Ninja is the guys that make Ninja Gaiden from Tecmo Koei.
It's a crazy ass name though. What are we gonna be called? Ninja Theory.
Yeah, why not?
Because Naruto was taken. Oh.
Hey. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do. And hopefully their next game will be just as good or even better.
Tell you what, if it fails, that's gonna be ironic. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we left AAA games to like do a small crackers of our own first game.
You see, the thing is, while they have, they don't want to be part of the AAA machine, I imagine they'll probably still end up making some AAA games.
Because that's what we're used to.
No, because that might be what they want to do for a specific game. They might want to make some that are indie, some that are AAA, some that are somewhere in the middle. They'll. I think what it means is they don't want to have to make every game a AAA game.
Oh, yeah,
And actually, just depending on what game they want to make, they'll make it the appropriate size.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I imagine their next game will probably be a kind of indie style game.
Just to kind of like stretch legs a bit and just have fun with it.
Yeah, but no, they do like to make games that are out there. So yeah. There's some Friday 13th DLC in the works, but it might not come out due to legal issues, and that is I should have actually read this article before. This is one that I actually only added today.
That's okay.
But yeah, as you know, Friday 13th, you play as Jason Voorhees, and you're causing havoc around Camp Crystal. Camp
Shocking.
Crystal Lake, yeah. They've said in the statement, when we originally learned that the game fell into the crosshairs of a legal dispute, we tried to balance the creation of new content requested by our fans against the maintenance and bug fixing that our community expects and deserves. We attempted to do both within the limits of the legal case. The lawsuit is between Victor Miller, who wrote the original film, and representatives of Sean Cunningham, who directed the movie. Because Cunningham says he has the legal rights over the movie and the characters.
And obviously your entire game's based off movies and characters.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But the content is meant to be introduction of Uber Jason, some new counselors, a new map, extras such as clothing and emotes. Friday 13th was the released a year ago. My voice is starting to go. And is available for about 35 quid on PlayStation 4, Windows PC, Xbox One. Although I know that on PlayStation it's on sale just now.
Ooh, nice. See, personally, what I'd do is, have you ever seen Jason X?
I have. It's been a long time since I've seen Jason X.
Man, if you introduce that, that'd be cool. I know it got slated in some places, fair enough, but at the same time, that is cool, man.
What
fucking Uber Jason?
No, what I want is Jason in space.
That is Jason X, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well. There we go.
Dumbass.
There we go.
See, what thing that does complicate it though is there's apparently been like a fan theory recently that states, like, you know, you get what do you call it, Pinhead.
Yeah.
What you said, the
Hellraiser.
Deadites. What?
Hellraiser.
Yeah, apparently, you know, we're all Deadites.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's been clarified by the creators that Jason's actually a Deadite, which is why he keeps coming back.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but even then, if we make it like proper canon, imagine bringing in all those fuckers into it. Like, the council would just be like, fuck it, we'll kill ourselves. Like, shit this, man.
See, if you're going to have a game like that, right, and you're going to bring other characters into it, I would really like to kind of see, like, a lot more players being involved, like, kind of Battle Royale levels of players. I'm not saying a Battle Royale game, but, like, 100 people, and have, say, a team of 20 against the other 80.
Oh, you mean as like the villains and monsters of movies?
So have Frankenstein, Nosferatu, Jason, Freddy.
I'm fucking thinking Alien and Predator, man.
Leatherface, Alien, Predator, Hellraiser. You know,
oh, that could be hell.
As many as you can think of.
Those guys versus 80 guys who can hopefully can find guns. Oh, it'd be a slaughter. It'd be so fun. The servers you'd need for that. Oh, the beauty of the game. I hate you. I'm totally up for it now.
Or even have it, like, bring the numbers down and say, like, 5 on 20.
Yeah, like, was it like Evolve kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like, actually try and hunt the thing, but then you're like, with whom hunting? Really? Freddy Krueger? Fuck!
It would be really cool, though.
Oh, man, that would be immense. Especially if you play as Freddy, you can literally do a little weird, like, not even teleporting thing he does, but you literally kind of, when he's in dreams,
yeah,
you'll see him at one point, then all of a sudden he's behind you and you're like, fuck. That's in effect was the blades going through his stomach, by the way. Just saying.
I would obviously opt to pick play as Jason.
Nah, Freddy.
Because the only way you can really kill Jason, or, you know, get rid of him for an extended period of time,
because he's a deadite,
is to submerge him in water. You can't shoot him to death, as been seen in the movies. You can't put him in fire to kill him. You can't chop him up, apparently, for some reason. You can only kill him by drowning him.
Nah, still, as a bad guy, Freddy's an MVP. You can't beat Freddy, man. Admittedly, yes, he has been actually beaten in a few movies. Same time, though, he's always come back.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who beat him in that movie. Didn't he get beat by Jason in Freddy vs. Jason?
If you remember correctly, he winked at the camera at the end.
Yeah, well, because I mean, they brought back Jason. The kids brought back Jason.
Yeah.
He killed Freddy, and then the kids killed Jason.
So I thought he just escaped.
No. Because they put Jason into the Camp Crystal Lake.
Alright. Fucking hell. That movie was just epic.
That was... It's an underrated movie. Because it didn't have the kind of... Was it critical praise?
Yeah.
It didn't... critically, it didn't do as well as it did commercially.
Yeah.
And it didn't do as well commercially, like in the box office, as it, like, because it's a lot more popular when it came out in DVD and stuff.
Mm.
I think the same can be said for AVP.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, you'd think when you're mixing franchises, it'd be your big thing, but they don't seem to bring in the numbers.
Yeah, like, because Alien vs Predator and Freddy vs Jason, they were underrated by critics.
Mm.
They didn't do that well at the box office. Like, they did all right at the box office.
Yeah.
But they weren't as good as, like, one of the franchises involved would do in a kind of normal movie for that franchise.
I think the biggest issue is obviously by the time these ensemble movies come together, it's been a while since their own solo movies.
Yeah, well, you had Freddy vs. Jason. I think the last Freddy movie was about 10 years
Prior or something. It was
before that, and
not counting the
Friday
god-awful remake.
Friday the 13th was about the same. You know, they were both about 10 years since the last proper movie came out.
Yeah.
So that would explain why.
Then you get AVP, it's the same kind of idea, kind of.
Yeah.
Except obviously now we're kind of remaking Alien,
Yeah.
even though we're not calling it Alien.
And then AVP got a sequel,
Requiem.
which wasn't actually that good.
I actually thought it was kind of better than the other one. I think it's just the setting. The first one had having a temple, which is kind of cool, but having it set in a proper wilderness, well, that's where predators rule, man.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, there's going to be a new one coming out, actually. I think it's called Predator. I think it's called Predators.
Yes.
Yeah, so that could be cool.
That could be cool.
Hopefully we'll reinvigorate the whole
Oh, yeah.
for Alien.
Definitely. I'm quite enjoying the fact that there's going to be a new Leatherface movie coming out.
It's one of those kind of series. I don't get me wrong. I get the appeal, but I'm not into it. Like Fortnite, I can get why people like it. I myself don't.
Yeah.
For me, it's
Because this one it's not like a reboot or anything. This is a sequel.
oh fine. Oh, thank fuck. I'm actually getting so sick of people going, okay, no, we need to reboot it. It's like, no, just gonna work with what you got.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But no, I'm quite excited for that because I did quite like Halloween.
Mm.
Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre were two great movies.
Halloween's such a messed up franchise. Fucking hell.
It's so good.
I remember watching that first one when I was 6, because my grand thought it was a different kind of movie. So for like 5 minutes in, I'm like, what the fuck? And just, my grand's like, what? Oh god, no!
That explains a lot, Mark. Explains so much.
Oh man, I remember being like 9 when I first watched the first Freddy Krueger.
I think
I was warped.
my first horror movie was The Wicker Man.
All original? Or
The original one.
you were knowing with that cage. It's like, damn, you waited a while, dude.
No, the original. I think I was about 5. The first one that I watched voluntarily was Hellraiser when I was 12.
You poor boy, you. Tell you an underrated horror film that forever haunt me. The original Fly, the black and white one. Oh my god. Help me! Help me! Ah, no. That's what gave me my fear of bugs. That fucking like freak, man. No. Bad movie.
The Birds.
Oh, really? Did that scare you?
No.
Like, can I just point out, a paint picture, well, as soon as he said no, he hunched his shoulders and looked up like he's expecting the bird to be in the top of his cupboard going, caw, caw.
No, but it does definitely reinforce my highly rational fear of seagulls.
Like I'd say how rational, like my fear is bullshit. How dare you?
What's a bug going to do to you? I walk through Sainsbury's car park just up the road from me and I get dive bombed by a fucking flock of seagulls every
Right, can I
summer.
point out, right, we're in the wrong country to have these two fears. If we're in Australia, you'd be fucked. You've got swooping season, in which people literally dive bombed by birds.
Yeah,
And
that's what I get.
in the same country, you got tarantulas the size of your face.
Yes.
Go on then. So what's so bad about that, Jack? Have you not seen those pictures when its entire field's covered in webs? That's not natural. That entire country needs like firebombed.
No, let's not do that to Australia.
Wait, fine. We'll wait until after World Cup.
No, not even after the World Cup. So how about we evacuate Australia first?
You can look at a reverse thing that we did.
I would like to be able to see my uncle, my auntie, and my cousins again.
Fine. They'll just. I was gonna say Outback, but that's not cool. I just like, how can so many horrible nightmares live in one country? I don't get it.
Well, before we continue on, the reason Mark said wait till the end of the World Cup is because I'm supporting Iceland and Australia through the World Cup. Because I want Iceland to just beat England, and I want Australia to win because I have a lot of family out in Australia. Just before anyone goes, wait till the end of the World Cup.
Yeah. Fuck it out.
No. I think we should have a horror movie night sometime. That'd be fantastic.
That would be decent.
Watch all in fact, not even a night. It would have to be like a fortnight.
Well, I mean, I've got do I have a book?
Because you've got all the Friday 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street,
Oh, yeah.
Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Omen, Wicker Man, Hellraiser.
If you want to be properly out there,
Frankenstein, Nosferatu.
no, fuck you, right? If you're gonna add them and add in the Leprechaun,
The Leprechaun.
those series are messed up, man.
Evolution.
Wait, I could slap you. Don't get me wrong, epic as shit movie. In terms of remakes, I might be alright without having one, but without the same cast, it's not as fun. But yeah,
I was kidding when I said that.
I hope so. Just imagine shitting yourself.
I just want an excuse to watch
Oh,
Evolution
so good.
again.
Oh, so good. Oh man, you're making me sad for times past.
Do you know something? We should probably continue on.
Yeah, there's tangents, and then there's this. So if you've forgotten, this is actually gaming kin, not movie kin or
Comic book kin.
or a walk down memory
Pardon
road
me.
kin.
Or World Cup kin.
World Cup kin, fucking hell. Good lord.
That'll be a spin-off that happens every 4 years.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be part of it.
That'll be just me.
I would just be bouncing a ball off Jack's head while he's doing a broadcast. Ow. 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 There you go.
And Australia win the World Cup.
Ow. Yeah, anyway, back to the news.
Top.
Fucking hell.
Most unlikely thing to hear at the World Cup. And England win the World Cup.
No, I think it's Scotland, mate.
We don't even
Unfortunately.
manage to qualify. That's bad. See, it's unlikely to hear that because we'd never qualify. At least with England, we can make that joke because they generally qualify every year.
So every year, your hopes go up a little bit. Maybe we'll bring back the trophy. It's not our trophy, but it's in our country. And then it's like, no.
Well, we were unofficial world champions in 1966.
Well, that was great for us, wasn't it?
Because the very first game that England played after the World Cup was a friendly with Scotland, and we kicked their arse.
They're probably hungover.
But yeah, back to topic, back to the news. We really need to stop going off on tangents
Right,
so
yeah.
often.
So
We can go off on tangents, just not so often.
yeah, we're pure massive ones as well. I blame you taking me down a fucking garden path.
So, Battle Royale games, like I said earlier, I'm getting sick of seeing so many Battle Royale games.
However,
This one looks fun. It's by the creators of Cyanide and Happiness, one of the greatest online comic books ever.
basically, if you've got dark humor in you, let it out and enjoy this rampant non-PC comic series.
Yes. Well, this year this is the year of Battle Royale games. Would you agree?
Yeah, man.
Fortnite, PUBG,
It's not
H1Z1.
stopped, has it?
Well, we've got a new one coming called Rapture Rejects from the creators of Cyanide and Happiness. And basically, it's a Battle Royale game. Last man standing goes to heaven. That is pretty much it.
Sure, but that'd be a cool movie if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, that comes out on the PC later this year. And you can sign up for the alpha.
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 Bloody hell.
Not
really?
even the beta. The alpha.
Like, from what I understand, beta's like, okay, beta testing. Yeah, it was a bit of a gut cheer. So alpha's like, we don't fucking know what we're doing. You have a mess around and see. Well, if you make it and like it, we'll maybe put it in.
Basically, the alpha is, this is a game we've built to show people until we can get a beta going to actually bring out the game.
God damn, son.
So yeah, that's how early in production this is, and they want people to be a part of it. Now, two franchises that I am a big fan of would be
Neither of which I'm a big fan of.
Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy 14. Well, Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter. With the recent game Monster Hunter World coming out in January and Final Fantasy 14 being still going and still a very popular MMO, we're getting a crossover, and you're going to get some enemies from Monster Hunter World and some gear from Monster Hunter World in Final Fantasy 14, and Final Fantasy 14 stuff in Monster Hunter World, and it's going to be fantastic. So some of the things that you'll get in Monster Hunter World from Final Fantasy is the Behemoth. It's going to be one of the hunts. And you'll also get Sabotenders, or Cactuars, as they're better known, springing up from the ground. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. You'll get you'll be able to take apart the Behemoth. Like, Capcom were really iffy about this because they were like, it's like one of their staple monsters. How are they going to react to it being able to take the tail off of it and carve it up when it's dead?
That's terrific.
For gear. And Yoshida from Naoki Yoshida, Yoshi P, as he's called in the game.
I died a little inside there.
Why?
Yoshi P.
Yoshi P.
Fucking hell.
Naoki Yoshida said, we're fine with it because it wouldn't be Monster Hunter if you couldn't do it. So that's really cool. Final Fantasy is getting a Palico minion, although it will be behind the level cap of 70, and you'll have to complete the Stormblood quest lines to do the Monster Hunter stuff in Final Fantasy.
Oh, that just make sure, obviously, you're not going to be a pure noob and say, let's get one game to play all over, kind of thing? Or?
No. You don't actually have to own both games.
Oh, okay.
It's just a cross. Like, there's going to be content from the other game and the other one, regardless of whether you own it or not.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You get kind of some gear from it. But no, it's because it's going to be really difficult. So being level 70, you'll have the appropriate level gear to be able to do it, really. That's pretty much it. But you'll get Rathalos as one of your opponents, and it's going to be really cool. But yeah, you're going to get a lot of stuff. They're limited time events. They start probably about next month on both games. And they are free as long as you already own the game. So it's not going to cost you any extra to play them.
That would be a pure bitch.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just deciding whether I want to do Final Fantasy or Monster Hunter World.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, well, I've been meaning to get back into playing Final Fantasy 14 because I've been so busy with gaming kind of stuff, with the podcast, with trying to get some videos out, and I've got a couple of video series that I'm trying to kind of work on concepts for. Yeah. And ones that I have concepts for, I'm kind of writing the scripts and stuff for. So kind of working on that is taking time away from playing as much video games as I'd like to. And I'm fine with that because gaming isn't just playing video games to me. It's also about, researching the canon and the lore behind the games and how it's developed and all these things. So I'm fine with not having as much time to play video games. I just kind of, with Final Fantasy 14, it's an MMO, so there's always stuff going on. And there's people in my FC, Free Company or Guild, that I kind of miss playing with.
Yeah.
I kind of miss questing with them. So I really want to get back into doing it, but the fact that I'm not playing as much doesn't really particularly bother me because I'm still doing stuff gaming related, and that is what gaming is to me. It's not just playing video games. So yeah. But on with the news. We've got some Fortnite news. Oh, cheer up, Marc.
Yeah, let's go over this.
It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that long. First up,
never say that sentence as a guy.
First up, Epic have announced that they're going to do a World Cup event in 2019, and this came after the Pro-Am tournament at E3. It's going to be part of the esports investment of $100 million that Epic are doing. So events will include online tournaments, community-run competitions, and official competitive events. Epic will hold specific qualification events for the World Cup, and they will have separate competitions for both solo and duos.
Mm-hmm.
However, a lot of people kind of wanted squads, which is 4 people.
Yep.
However, there will be announcing tournaments for squads in the future as well. Epic haven't given us any specifics during the announcements, just that no spots in the events will be sold to third parties or esports franchises. Everybody who is going to play the World Cup will get invited through these tournaments, and everybody has to qualify based on merit.
Alright, so yeah, unless you're good, was it? No, get good. That's the term, yeah.
Well, the event will allow players of all varieties and all skill levels to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about giving everybody a fair chance. So I am going to be attempting to qualify. I don't see it happening because I am really, even though it's all skill levels, I'm kind of not particularly skilled at anything in Fortnite.
Like me in life.
I'm going to attempt to qualify for solos and duos.
Yeah.
If I'm going to qualify, it's more likely going to be in duos, because the person I've got in mind for my duos partner is badass at this game. He's fantastic. So I'll be teaming up with my brother.
The talented one.
The talented one. The talented one, yes. But as well as the Pro-Am and the announcement of the World Cup at E3, Fortnite was released on the Switch.
Alright, yeah.
Now, if you play Fortnite, you need an Epic account to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got my Epic account on my PlayStation and my iOS, my phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it works fine. However, if you play on PlayStation, you cannot use the same account on Xbox One or Nintendo Switch. Now, this didn't come up a lot when it came out on the Xbox, because not many people go, right, well, I'm going to stop playing Fortnite on the PlayStation, I'm going to play it on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Generally, people who play it on the PlayStation stick with playing it on the PlayStation, but because the Switch is part home console, part handheld, you can play Fortnite on the go on it. That's when people started noticing.
Yeah.
So Sony's response was saying that they've got more than 80 million users active on the PlayStation Network. They've built a huge community of gamers who can play together on Fortnite and other online titles. Now, they basically said nothing about crossplay. Now, with Fortnite on the PS4, you can crossplay with people playing on PC, Mac, iOS, and Android devices when it comes out on Android.
Yeah.
But not Xbox or PS4. With Xbox and Nintendo, you can play with any other platform except PlayStation.
Oof.
So it is kind of difficult there. Nintendo had an interview with Polygon to see what it can do about how other platforms treat Fortnite accounts, and Reggie Fils-Aimé, who is the president at Nintendo of America, said, in fairness, there are a lot of different things going on. You have companies like mine that encourage crossplay and enable crossplay. You have developers, a developer and content owner that wants crossplay and is encouraging crossplay, and then you have other platform holders and what it is they do. And when it comes to other platform holders, as much as you have influence on other platform holders, I don't. And the decision that each of them is making are some that are supporting crossplay and some that are not. However, there was a really funny thing that happened a couple of days ago where one of the patches for Fortnite accidentally enabled crossplay for all consoles. This was quickly patched out.
How long are we talking?
About 3 hours.
Oh, really? That's embarrassing.
So for about 3 hours on, I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, if you were on PS4 you could play with anyone. And the reason they noticed this is someone was playing on Xbox One while their son was in the other room playing on PS4, and they ended up playing in the same match as their son.
Like you're just looking at tags going, I know that one. Hold up. What?
Also, with the account names,
Yeah.
the PlayStation Network doesn't allow spaces in
Alright.
account names, and some people are saying, it could have been a Xbox account on a computer,
Mm-hmm.
which would have mean it was probably running through Steam or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, but generally when I've seen names on Fortnite, even PC players, there's no spaces in it. So it must have been an actual Xbox player
Yeah.
or Nintendo player. So, yeah, that's some interesting stuff there. For anyone interested in Fortnite, they will know that we're kind of about halfway through Season 4 of Battle Royale. And ever since the launch on the Switch, the game televisions have been a wee bit weird. First of all, the Switch version was broadcasting a countdown clock in ominous red letters that point towards the morning of Tuesday, June 18th, which was a patch day, if I remember correctly. The patch that broke the game. The patch that broke crossplay. Now on other versions of the games, the televisions are showing a picture of a skull in the same colour scheme.
Mm-hmm.
People theorise that it is about a missile strike, because there is a missile base west of Snobby Shores on the map, and the skull on the TV is identical to the one that the villains have carved into the mountain. And inside there is a brand new hologram that shows what a missile would look like if it was careening towards the ground. Now, around this time in Season 3, we started to see the meteors, and then, about 5 weeks later, we seen the meteors crashing into the ground, destroying Dusty Divot, although we all thought it was going to be Tilted Towers, and leaving other places a bit destroyed, like Risky Reels and somewhere else, and I can't remember where it was.
You really wonder how I struggled to get into this game when it's got names like Tilty Towers and was it Risky Reels?
Risky Reels, Anarchy Acres,
Snobby Shores. Bro, really?
But
oh, come on, fuck man.
But yeah, so we don't have any idea what's going to happen, but people are thinking that this is going to be hinting at what's going to, because every season the map changes a wee bit. New places pop up, places get destroyed.
I'll admit that is a bold choice to do though. Like what are we going to do for patch? Fucking meteor the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Sound.
Well,
no.
We're going to nuke
strike.
it. We're going to nuke the map.
It's pretty bold. You're like, wow.
But all it is speculation, so we're going to have to see what happens when Season 5 starts.
I'll give it to the game at least. It's very like out there. I don't think I've ever heard anyone else going, "Do that map needs fucked up."
It's really cool because I remember seeing it about Season 2,
Mm-hmm.
and there wasn't as many places on the map.
Oh, right, okay.
And then Season 3 they added more places on the map, and then Season 4 they just meteored half of the map. So yeah, it was really cool. But yeah. Disney Channel wants Nintendo loving families to compete in the Switch Showdown. I love how I said it like that, as if I'm the host of Switch Showdown. Switch
Jesus
Showdown.
Christ, man.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine that? Just me on Disney Channel going, my name is Jack, I'm normally the host of Gaming Kin, but today I'm the host of Switch Showdown.
And that's when I turn it over. I don't know, I've not watched Disney Channel since my little brother was like 12, man. From Wizards of Waverly Place and shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, the last time I properly watched Disney Channel, they were still showing Home Improvement.
Oh, don't mess with my heart, man. Oh, I love that show.
Like,
And then you see anyone from it today and you're like, wow.
yeah. Like, I have seen shows on Disney Channel since, because, the Alex and Anthony were young.
Or young.
They are young. But they did like watching the Disney Channel, especially Phineas and Ferb.
Admittedly, for a cartoon, that's not that bad. Did you know the end of a lace is called an aglet?
Yes, I did.
From the show?
No, I knew that beforehand.
See, at least mine's understandable. How did you find out?
Pub quiz.
Oh my, that explains so much, actually. So you
Uh,
get half your bullshit from them.
I took part in a pub quiz and I didn't know the answer.
Yeah, you didn't know it.
Didn't. And then I found out when they were telling us the answers. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Disney Channel is offering families a chance to compete on the Nintendo Switch Family Showdown, taking on challenges in Nintendo Switch games ranging from Mario Tennis to Just Dance to Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh god, Just Dance.
Just
Could
Dance.
you get any cringier? It's a mum's round. Shake your stuff, women. That came out badly. You know what I mean? No, that's just. Oh no, a dad's would be even worse.
It's time for some dad dancing.
Literally, just like, oh no. Then it's like a Shakira number. You're like, Dad, I do not want to see you moving your hips like that. No, why? Why?
You just see the kids going, Dad, don't twerk. Dad, don't twerk. Dad, don't twerk.
I don't care if it's part of the dance. Fail.
But if any families are interested in applying for the contest, submit an original video no longer than a minute and why your family is the ultimate Nintendo family. So convince any members of your family. They don't have to be direct family, like brothers, sisters, parents. They can be cousins, aunties, uncles, things like that. That instead of going to summer camp, your loosely defined family get a chance to visit LA and compete in Switch games for some sweet, sweet cash. Actually, it's probably just like Disney Channel prizes.
That sounded really weird. So, for some sweet, sweet cash.
That's probably not even cash. So yeah, that is what you can do.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, it will be showing on Disney Channel, Disney XD, and the Disney Now app starting August 27th. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, go to the Disney. Just Google Nintendo Switch Family Showdown, and
cringe.
It'll take you right there. This is one I'm kind of excited about, being a Pokemon Go player, but and this has already happened. This actually happened either today or yesterday. Pokemon Go update brings trading and friends lists into the game, so it means I can now trade with people.
I love that the little like mini fist pumps there.
Yeah, I can have friends on it now. Well, actually,
I can have friends.
I can't actually add friends on Pokemon Go yet because at the moment I'm not level 30. I'm only level 23, so I can't.
Seriously, level capped.
It's level capped.
What level are you? 23. You cannot have friends.
I think they're going to be changing it to lower a lower cap once they've worked out all the tweaks and stuff. But that's cool because you can then trade Pokemon with friends. Your friend level goes up as you trade with them, do raids and gym battles with them. So yeah, and it costs Stardust to do it. Stardust is a currency you use to power up Pokemon and things like and stuff like that. Well, it will cost you less Stardust to trade at the higher friend level you are.
Huh. Fair enough.
The only thing that's really missing from Pokemon Go now is PvP.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, that's kind of what's left. Because that was one of the things that was promised, being battling your friends and not just like having them put a Pokemon in a gym and then fighting the gym. Like actually two people fighting each other.
Christ.
For some non-gaming news.
Yeah, this is one of the most weird titles I've seen yet. I'm not even
Sega
kidding.
is currently crowdfunding a Sonic the Hedgehog toaster.
Well, Jack, does it make toast faster?
No, it makes toast worse.
Ah.
Because it literally only toasts the crusts and Sonic's image in the centre. The rest of it is just bread.
Like, don't get me wrong, I can have toast kind of white. Meaning because I'm weird, like if you put two slices into one, like you toasted goodness and bread goodness. But not in one slice. That's a bit weird, man.
Unless you essentially have essentially use it as a way to have a sandwich with a design on it.
I don't think I've ever cared
Although
enough.
that
about
would
the
be
look of
really
the
soft
sandwich.
bread and then a crunchy bit and then really soft bread again.
Maybe a bitch to butter.
It's
The middle
okay.
bit would pop out.
However, it's okay because we're not getting it in the UK.
I don't think I'd want it
They're about $35 and
for a toaster.
for a toaster
Fucking hell.
because this is on Indiegogo, I think, and 1,000 need to be ordered before July 12th for them to actually be made. According to the listing page, the toaster is only available to be shipped to the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, Argentina, Belize, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, and Peru.
Also, that reminds me of like Animaniacs tune when they go through all the countries.
I was kind of do you remember the periodic table song?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I was kind of had that in my head the first time I read it.
And Peru.
So the last bit of news is one I'm actually really quite excited for because it kind of goes with one of the special edition releases of Fallout 76.
Okay.
So with the highest price special edition of Fallout 76 comes with, I think it's a T51 power armor helmet with a working flashlight and voice modulation.
Epic.
And in Tim Howard's words, a map that glows in the fucking dark.
It also look badass.
Well, you can get a special construction kit from Think Geek, which is endorsed by Bethesda Software. This is endorsed by Bethesda. That allows you to create your own Pip-Boy, which is the one that is actually used in Fallout 76. So it's like because there is another one on the site, and it's the one from Fallout 3, I think, or Fallout 4.
All right, cool.
But this is going to be the one that's actually canon. So this is the Pip-Boy 2000, whereas the one that was in Fallout 4, which was released with special editions, was the Pip-Boy 3000.
All right, yeah.
So this one is an actual earlier model based from the game. And it's 200 parts, and you can build it yourself, and that'll go really well. Like if you can get the rest of the power armor.
You just hope everything's sized appropriately, because the last thing you want is to be oversized head.
Yeah.
And it, like literally a really realistic looking Pip-Boy, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's fully customizable to your style.
All right, cool.
And the leather is vegan leather.
Yep. So it's ethical.
It's available for pre-order now, and it is I think it's about $150. So that's about 120 quid.
Yeah, roughly.
So that is really cool.
Yeah.
I think, like, see if I was going to get the special edition of Fallout with the power armor helmet and the glow-in-the-dark map, I would definitely get that as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As cool as I think it is, I'm personally not gonna get any game that tries to sell me a game based on the collectibles. I know I'm a born fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but I'd rather get a game like be happy about it or just pointed on about it based on the game.
See, I want Fallout 76 because of Fallout 76.
Yeah.
I don't want it because of the power armor helmet
Yeah, well, that's the difference, alright.
and the glow-in-the-dark map. I think I would rather spend the extra money to get those than just buy the game itself.
Nah.
Because I think those things are really cool. I think collectibles are really cool.
I think it varies, man.
However, like, say I went to buy a game with a special edition, and the special edition was all sold out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't turn around and go, I don't want the game anymore. You know, I would still buy the game.
Yeah.
I just think if they release special editions and the stuff in the special editions are really cool, I would like to get the special editions. It's like Octopath Traveler.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're pure in love with collectibles and that.
Because I don't have a Switch, but I would still get the collector's edition and give my sister's boyfriend the
game.
the game
But you're just
until
like,
I get a Switch.
yeah, I'll just keep this all our
Yeah.
pretty things.
So I've got no problems with collector's editions or anything. It's like the Rockstar one though that I have an issue with for RDR2. Like the highest priced special edition doesn't come with the game.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it. What?
It has loads of really cool stuff, but not RDR2.
Isn't that basically like a loot box though?
It looks like a loot box.
That's horrific. I would not be happy at all about that. At least you could get the fucking game.
Well,
That's
it
the
is
point.
clearly labelled on it that it doesn't come with the game, so
Yeah, well in that case then it's a loot box, but no, if you're it
it's
says
not even a loot box because loot box has a feeling of it is random. You know exactly what you're getting in this thing. It is just a box of collectibles.
Oh man.
Although, like talking about loot boxes,
Mhm.
I kind of want I want to start buying loot boxes, like not in game,
No, yeah, no,
gambling,
yeah.
but like the company that sends you out just random gaming stuff.
Oh, like
every month.
Loot crate, yeah.
Yeah, I want to start buying loot crates
See,
for all the collectible stuff in them because I got one at Comic-Con, right? Because Loot Crate had a thing where they were there and they gave out free ones,
you jammy bastard.
and it was really cool.
Like I have thought about it before. I even went to a point of I'm thinking like, do I want to buy it? Do I want to buy it elsewhere? Do I want to buy it? I don't know. So I do. I don't know. It's just the idea of like, there's bound to be a few months you're like, this is shit. I'm not liking this.
Yeah,
But then you're like, do I wait until it gets epic again, or to save money and stop?
yeah. I kind of want to get Loot Crates. The really cool thing about the company Loot Crate is you can get generic Loot Crates, which is all things geeky.
Yeah, or you can
You
specialize.
can get video game ones, comic book ones,
Yeah.
movie ones, TV show ones. They've even branched out. I think they've got like ones for people who aren't into gaming or of any kind, or any geeky stuff, and they've got sports ones
That's pretty
and
cool.
things like that as well. So I think that's really, really cool. I would probably get the gamer one mostly.
I'm not too sure what I'd get, because I mean that's a lot of specializations.
Yeah.
So when I'm into games, but I'm also really into TV shows, I'm like, shit.
So I would most likely get the games ones, or like. But I think you can change your subscription to which ones you're getting, and they generally tell you about a month ahead
Right,
of
so you can like plan.
what you're getting, so you can choose whether or not you want to get one or not. And I would probably do it,
Those look pretty cool.
like because I remember other things that were like that. Like I used to get Graze boxes for lunches at work.
For lunch? Really?
Yeah, I got one Graze box, and that lasted me one lunch at work.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised it lasted a lunch. It's grazing. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, but when you eat all of them at once, it's a pretty decent meal.
Huh, fair enough.
It's not filling, but it gives you plenty of energy to get through the other 3 hours of your shift. And I'm glad it wasn't filling because it gave me the energy to get through my shift, and I would get a Chinese when I got home.
I'm sure
If it was filling, I wouldn't.
I'm
eat
sure
the
the
Chinese.
CEO of the Grace Boxes, if he heard this, he'd be like, for fuck's sake, that's not the point of the food.
Yeah, it's giving me energy to get through my shift, so I can have a Chinese on the way home,
It's not the point.
or have some paneer pakora.
Paneer pakora? I don't pakora. What, paneer?
Paneer.
What's paneer pakora?
It's cheese. Paneer is
Oh.
Paneer is Indian cottage cheese.
Nah, I hate you.
It's really nice.
That's why I'm saying I hate you. That sounds awesome. Where'd you get it?
The soy.
Ooh,
Miller's Nook.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's closer to me, not you.
But I used to work in the co-op next to it, so
Oh yeah. Fucking hell.
like I would go there for stuff. I would usually get mixed pakora, and mixed pakora is where most places you go is chicken, mushroom, and veg.
Yeah.
But I can't eat mushrooms
Because they're minging.
because they make me bulk.
Because they're minging. Fuck you.
Because they give me the bulk.
And I was like, they're nasty. And I was like, because they make me throw up.
So, they would. I told them that I can't eat mushrooms, and I asked if I could get something else in it, and they gave me a list and was like, so my other options were fish or paneer, and I was like, what's paneer? And they went, it's Indian cottage cheese, and I went, I'll try that.
Fish,
fish pakora?
I'm not too sure if I'd be down for that. If it was like tuna and shit, maybe, but like, I don't know.
Imagine fish fingers.
Nah, I'm good, man. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know because it depends what kind of fish it is.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know.
You need to pure ask him everything. Like, sorry, what the fuck's in this? Okay, you don't know?
See, if I didn't like the paneer pakora,
Yeah.
I would have probably tried the fish pakora.
Uh.
But no, I really like paneer pakora. I haven't had it in so long. Actually, the last time I had it, I was still working at the co-op, and that was before I started working at the Olympic. Well, before I worked at the Olympics, and that was back in 2012.
Is it the same place still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Next time, we shall order some.
Aye,
Yep, there we go.
we shall. Because I really enjoyed it. I miss it.
And if I'd like it, then quiz in for you.
I would just recommend getting mixed pakora with paneer instead of mushroom.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, you've at least got
Something to eat, yeah.
something to eat. And I'll give you some of my extra non-paneer pakora to make up for it.
Sounds cool. Sounds groovy. Right. So yeah, we went on the fifth, sixth mega tangent, I guess.
That's fine.
Good lord, we're at the 2 hour mark. If you're still listening, you get a medal and a cookie.
Hey.
Is that us? Do we have anything else?
I don't have any other news. So I think so. Unless you've got anything you want to bring up.
Another thing you think of is, by the time you listen to this, it'll have been Jack's birthday. Just like to wish him a good happy birthday now.
Thank you. I'm going to put this out there. If any of yous are in the Glasgow area, I will be going to watch the South Korea-Mexico game at Smith's in Kirkintilloch tomorrow. You can come down and have a pint with me and watch the game.
Sounds good.
And since you've done that, congratulations, Mark, on passing your exams.
Fuck you. I'm just fucking general one, but yeah, thank you for that.
And this is why we're recording the podcast on the Friday instead of the Saturday, because I'm going to be drunk and Mark's going to be drunk. Because
one can hope.
I'll be out celebrating my birthday and he'll be out celebrating his exams.
It's going to be fun.
Although you're probably going to be down there as well.
Yeah, I'd probably end up jumping in. Yeah.
So you might catch the both of us if you do decide to drop down. And if there is anyone out there who does decide to drop down, if we already know you, it'd be good to see you. If we don't know you, it'll be good to meet you.
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, maybe not. Maybe for us, maybe not for you. Right. That's us done. That's us up. That's us finito.
I believe so. I've talked about everything I want to talk about.
And other things we probably didn't really want to talk about, and we still did it anyway.
I want to talk about anything and everything. It's just I don't plan to talk about anything and everything.
Yeah, the whole idea of gaming kin's been stretched with this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
it's cool. I don't mind.
It's kind of went everywhere and everywhere.
That was kind of the original plan.
Sound. I'll just drop it in Euro and say fuck Trump because it's always relevant. But yeah, so if you've managed to get this far, like I said, you get a cookie, you get a medal, and yeah, hopefully you'll tune in next time as well.
Yes, go Iceland.
And boo England, I'm presumably. Okay.
Anyone but England.
Yeah. So yeah, you've been listening to Gaming Ken, the podcast about fucking everything and anything. Catch you on the flip side, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Stuck in the friend zone, I'm going home alone. You went home with another guy.
emerging out of the pit. I can make out a small beam of light against a mirror. What's that? There's a jet of flame springing from the mirror and it leaps right at the advancing men. It strikes them head on. Lords are turning into flames. The whole field's caught up by the woods, the cars, the gas tanks with the automobiles spreading everywhere. It's coming this way now, about 20 yards.